What's going on, coaches? It's Ethan. I apologize for the hair, guys. I think the quarantine is really starting to get to me these days. But basically today's video is going to be about how we can increase our conversion rates as coaches, because we're spending a lot of time and effort and even money sometimes to bring these prospects into our businesses, and they're not always signing up for our lessons, which can be hard and frustrating at times, being a business owner or a tennis coach in our case. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a bunch of tricks you can use to start increasing your conversion rates and start getting more paying prospects coming into your business and signing up for more lessons. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video, guys. It helps the channel grow immensely, so we can be seen by other people and start helping more coaches succeed. And be sure to join the free Facebook group, link in the bio down below, guys. There's a bunch of valuable conversation going on in there every day that you don't want to miss, so be sure to join that, guys. And let's get into this video. Alright guys, so to increase our conversion rates, we need to understand why exactly people don't buy something. So we're going to need to get into a little bit of buyer psychology here and understand why people aren't buying something, right? And there can be a lot of different reasons why a person doesn't buy something in their purchasing decisions. It could be so many things, like they don't like the product, they don't like the price, they're not at a right point in their life to buy a product or something, or they don't like you. There can be so many things, and I like to call these things that customers typically make excuses out of not to buy it. I like to call this stuff friction. So when a customer doesn't buy something or doesn't sign up for a lesson, that means that there's a lot of friction in between the customer and the product or service, that they're just not matching up and they're not going to buy it, right? So to increase our conversion rates, we need to decrease this friction between the customer and the product or service. And the first trick I have for you guys to do this is to have a unique offer. Right now, there are thousands upon thousands of tennis coaches in the world, and they're all essentially offering the same service, which is going to be group lessons, private lessons, among a bunch of other types of lessons. And we as tennis coaches need to stand out from the rest of these coaches that are all offering the same services. And how do we do that? By having a unique offer. And what do I mean by this? What I mean by having a unique offer, you're gonna need to offer more than just a group lesson, right? And what else could you add? You're probably thinking, guys, you can add for a group lesson, you can add a free private lesson where we get to work on anything that where in this session we get to work on anything that you want to get better with. You get a free session. You also get my guide to getting into your opponent's heads and winning matches, like a strategy book, something you created that you can add that will help your customers. So you throw that into a bundle offer, and then you start offering that. So you've got a group lesson with a free private lesson and your guide. Now that is a unique offer, right, guys? Not all these coaches in the world, they're not offering that, right? You add some things to your services to make them unique to first-time prospects that's gonna want to entice them to actually sign up for the service you're offering, right? So that's trick number one, guys, is to have a unique offer. Trick number two, guys, is going to be to offer a money-back guarantee. Now, there are a lot of bad people in the world, guys, and believe it or not, it can be scary sometimes for a brand new customer to come to your business and start giving you money. They don't know you, they don't know if they're gonna like the practices you're offering or how you run things, and it can be scary for customers to give you money because they don't know anything about you. I mean, you could be a scammer to them for all they know. And this is why offering a money-back guarantee is important, because it reduces that friction I was talking about earlier between customers and product or service. And this is important because it gives your customers security and comfort, knowing that they can go to your lessons, and if they don't like it, they can get their money back. And this in turn is going to increase the amount of people signing up for your lessons and your conversion rate, because these people will have the security and comfort in knowing that they can always get their money back if something goes wrong, unfortunately. Now, trick number three, guys, is going to be testimonials. Now, testimonials are important because it's a glance or for your new prospects, it's a glance at what their future with your business can look like. Now, having good testimonials that evoke emotion and happiness, these will go a long way in increasing your conversion rates because it'll start attracting more clients and more people that want to feel the way that your testimonies are appearing, right? I mean, that's what your prospects want, is to feel the way your testimonies are showing, like the emotions they're evoking, the happiness, how they feel with your business, and that's going to go a long way in increasing your conversion rates. And it also counts as social proof. It lowers the friction again between the customer and the product or service. Seeing somebody else go through the process and seeing that it's safe and that they didn't get screwed over or anything, and they actually got the result that they desired, which is what all your future prospects are going to want, which is why testimonials are so important. And trick number 4, guys, is going to be to add scarcity. Now, this goes hand in hand with everything else we've talked about up until this point, but it really works well with trick number 1, which was to have an offer. And in trick number 1, I gave you guys an example of offering a group lesson along with a free private lesson and a guide on how to get into your opponent's heads, right? And now this really works like a charm when you add scarcity to it. So let's say you're advertising and you say, look guys, me and you both know that this is an incredibly amazing offer and I can't afford to keep doing this. So I'm gonna have to add a deadline. In 2 days, this offer is going to vanish forever. And this really works like a charm, guys, because instead of your customers lingering around and thinking about taking up on this offer, they no longer can do that. They have to make the decision now. It's a concept called FOMO, which is fear of missing out. And this really works wonders, guys, is adding scarcity to these unique offers. It really gets your prospects thinking immediately, and this concept of FOMO usually makes customers buy instantly because people are scared of missing out on the big thing, right? And if you have an incredible offer that you're offering and you add scarcity to it, it always works like a charm, and it will definitely increase your conversion rates if you add scarcity to them. And I'm talking about real scarcity here, guys, not fake scarcity. Like you have a fake timer at the top of the page that resets like every day. I want you guys to offer like real scarcity, like make an offer and say, this offer is going away in 2 days and you're never gonna see it again. And that, like, real scarcity works very well. Trick number 5, guys, is going to be something that I call flipping the script. Now, in the traditional buying process, the customer comes to you and decides whether or not they're going to spend their money with you or not. And in the process that I call flipping the script, it's actually backwards. The customers come to you and you're the one deciding whether you're gonna take their money or not. Now, this is a pretty complex concept, guys, but please bear with me because it can really increase your conversion rates if you execute this correctly. But basically, you guys know that I am always preaching to offer free lessons as your front end offer. Now, in those free lessons, the way I want you to phrase your advertising for those free lessons is to you offer the free lesson and you say, this is a free lesson to see if you are a perfect fit for our business. Now, when you phrase it like this, guys, it sort of creates a sense of exclusivity in your customers' heads because it's no longer up to them whether they want to join or not. They're going to have to go to this lesson to see if they're a perfect fit. So fit for your business. So what this does is, in the customer's mind, they're going to be coming to your practice and they're going to be evoked or enticed, to come and play their best tennis because it seems like an exclusive club to them, to where the business is looking for something specific in the customer and they're going to try their best to get in because it seems exclusive and elite to them. And this really works well for increasing your conversion rates because it really gears the customers' minds before they've even come to any practices, and you've pretty much already pre-sold them on whatever you're gonna offer them because they're already desperately trying to get in. I hope you guys can sort of see the concept that I just talked about, flipping the script. I know it can be really complex, guys, and please don't be frustrated if you try this and it doesn't work. You're gonna need to spend a lot of time and practice to actually execute this correctly because it is a little complex. But basically that was all the tricks I have for you guys to increase your conversion rates. I definitely know if you implement any of these tricks, even if it's just one, you will definitely be increasing your conversion rates. But that's it from me, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Go ahead and comment FOMO if you got value from this video or you learned anything from today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I really appreciate it, and it really helps the channel grow. And don't forget to join the free Facebook group, link in the bio down below. And that's about it from me, guys. You guys have a great day.